considering his lover the author of an ancient love story, as recorded in the Song of Songs, penned these words: "How beautiful you are, my darling. Oh, how beautiful. You have stolen my heart with one glance of your eyes." Now, as I understand it, the first glance for these two occurred more than 13 years ago, back when they were in high school. Though they had a few mutual friends, they ran in different circles, and so they didn't connect meaningfully. But in the fall of 2001, at the University of Georgia, because Alan's roommate was a friend of Lauren's, she would visit the dorm and hang out. Lauren remembers Alan being fun, always very attentive, and a big tease. To spend even more time with him, she told him that she needed math help. And after a few tutoring sessions, Alan agreed math help was appropriate. And so they kept meeting, but today they agree there wasn't a whole lot of math going on. At a John Mayer concert at school not long after, Alan literally swept Lauren off her feet and ran her through a field of sprinklers in front of a dorm. That night and into the early hours of the morning, they stayed up laughing and talking. In the ensuing months, they went to tailgates and football games, spent time with friends, studied together, and after Alan's birthday in September, became pretty much inseparable, was how they put it to me. And in the ensuing years, they explored important questions, underwent master's programs, learned to care for what they call their four-legged children, Gomer and Chloe, and traveled all over to Alaska, England, France, Switzerland, and Italy. And eventually they began to be able to see one another as a partner. And then in September of 2013, after dinner and drinks in Montreal, on the night of their 12-year anniversary, Alan led Lauren to a downtown square beside a lit cathedral, recalled stories of their years together, got down on one knee, and presented Lauren with two rings, the first an emerald in her grandmother's setting, and the second a diamond. And then he asked for her hand in marriage, which is what brings us to today and to this celebration. And I know that you two have been looking forward to this event and this celebration, and you strike me as a couple for whom there are few things in life like a good celebration. Well, it's here. And it's good. And now is when I say, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the presence of God and the company of loved ones to join this man, Alan Keith Rice, and this woman, Lauren Michelle Becker, in the bonds of holy matrimony. And so, Dave, I have an important question for you. Who gives this bride to be wedded?
Her mother and I give her with all our love and care.
For this moment of ceremony, Lauren and Alan have asked one of their good friends, Jessica, to recite a reading that itself stands as a tribute to their love and commitment.
Love is a Great Thing by Thomas Kempis. Love is a great thing, a great good in every way. It alone lightens what is heavy and leads smoothly over all roughness. For it carries a burden without being burdened and makes every bitter thing sweet and tasty. Love wants to be lifted up, not held back by anything low. Love wants to be free and far from all worldly desires, so that its inner vision may not be dimmed, and good fortune bind it, or misfortune cast it down. Nothing is sweeter than love. Nothing stronger, nothing higher, nothing wider, nothing happier, nothing fuller. Nothing better in heaven and earth, for love is born of God. Love keeps watch and is never unaware, even when it sleeps. Tired, it is never exhausted. Hindered, it is never defeated. Alarmed, it is never afraid. But like a living flame and burning torch, it bursts upward and blazes forth. Love is quick, sincere, dutiful, joyous, and pleasant. Brave, patient, faithful, prudent, serene, and vigorous, and it never seeks itself. For whenever we seek ourselves, we fall away from love. Love is watchful and humble, not weak or frivolous, or directed toward vain things. Temperate, pure, steady, calm, and alert in all the senses. Love is devoted and thankful to God, always trusting and hoping in Him, even when it doesn't taste His sweetness. For without pain, no one can live in love.
So I did a bit of research on you guys in preparation for this, and reached out to those who know you best from your wedding party, and I asked them a few questions. And when asked what you bring out of other people, those who know you best have said things like, Alan is a really steady guy. He puts people at ease. He also teases people a lot. So he brings out my goofier side. Lauren is a very warm, lively, and passionate person who makes people laugh and have a good time. Another says, Alan is such a good stand-up guy. You can see it by all the sweet things he does for Lauren, even after being together for over 10 years. And Lauren is a great listener and has an incredible way of taking obstacles in stride. I'm inspired by the way she sees the world. And another, Alan and Lauren are honest, considerate, and principled people. They're fun and comfortable to be around. Just out of curiosity, I also asked your wedding party something funny or quirky about you guys as a couple. And one mentions that they call each other Poppy. They write, I'm not sure why, but it works for them. Another says, Alan is 18 inches taller than Lauren. If he kneels down, they are face to face to kiss, which is also good for begging. And another says, they coordinate their meals together when they go out to eat. So they both like what the other orders, and then they share. We laugh about what they'd do if they didn't have the other one to eat with. The last thing I asked your wedding party was their favorite thing about your relationship. And one mentions how much they've already been through together. 4 years of college, grad school, a major move, moving home, living with parents, career searches, career changes, and so much more. They've already tackled so much hand in hand. Another says how they look together, the long and the short of it. Lastly, my favorite thing is that they bring out the best in one another. Alan, who is typically shy, comes out of his shell around Lauren. And Lauren, who has more energy, seems calmer around Alan. And they genuinely take care of one another. If either needs support, help, or extra attention, they have the kind of relationship where either one can step in and nurture the other. So these are some, on the one hand, comical, and on the other hand, remarkable things that have been said about you guys by those who know you best. And I mention them now, not just to make you feel good or to puff you up, but I know that the support of loved ones is important to you. Well, you've got it. And I want to say publicly right now what I believe all of us here are already thinking, and that is we support you. We believe in your marriage. We're so excited about your marriage, and we're honored to be your family and friends. As a minister and as a participant myself in the mystery of marriage, I charge you guys with 3 simple things. First, I charge you to remember the ceremony. There's such a strong connection between the health and vitality of your relationship and other people, in particular those who support you. As strong and as independent as you both are, you'll need resources outside yourself to pull this off. So may your marriage remain an open book. And when you think back on this day, may you remember the faces, these faces, of those who support you. Because when, not if, but when you need help, we'll be there. Second, I charge you to remember and uphold your vows. Steinbeck once wrote, I believe that love cannot be bought except with love. And it's in that spirit of love wins that I really just want to encourage you guys to love and pursue one another with the greatest degree of passion in life. There may be times when you're tempted to withdraw, to retreat, even to withhold your love. Don't. Be ready always to put everything that you have back on the line, just as you're doing right now. Third and lastly, I charge you to fear God all the days of your life. Alan, as deeply as you feel about certain things and as passionate as you are, your need for passion far outstrips its capacity to be met by Lauren. And likewise, Lauren, your need for passion and intimacy far exceeds its capacity to be met by Alan. There's a place in each of us reserved for God alone. Guard that place. For while we have resources to support you in God, all things are yours. And now for the vows. And here I would like to encourage all couples to reaffirm their vows as Lauren and Alan exchange these, a series of holy pledges, sacred above words. So Alan, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and if at the end you want to respond in the affirmative, simply say, I will. Alan, will you therefore love Lauren? Will you commit yourself to her in all honor and faithfulness, partnering with her for the journey of life? Will you live with her and laugh with her, love and cherish her, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Then will you repeat your vows to her, before our friends and family?
For our friends and family,
I, Alan, take you, Lauren,
I, Alan, take you, Lauren,
to be my beloved
to
wife,
be my beloved wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
whether rich or poor,
whether rich or poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Lauren, will you therefore love Alan? Will you commit yourself to him in all honor and faithfulness, partnering with him for the journey of life? Will you live with him and laugh with him, love and cherish him, as long as you both shall live? And will you repeat your vows to him, before our friends and family?
For our friends and family,
I, Lauren, take you, Alan,
I, Lauren, take you, Alan,
to be my beloved husband,
to be my beloved husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
better or worse,
whether rich or poor,
whether rich or